Hi everyone, I'm Lisa and welcome to Lisa's Stamp Studio. I want to teach you a technique today using your embossing folders and regular household aluminum foil. I just cut off a piece of aluminum foil and I'm going to use the sparkle embossing folder for mine. Now you're going to notice that your aluminum foil has one side that has more of a matte finish and the other side that's really shiny. It really doesn't matter which side that you do the embossing on, it's just a matter of preference. I'm going to use the shiny side for today. Before I do that, I'm going to kind of want to come in and just kind of work out the wrinkles the very best that you can. I do this so that it doesn't impede on the actual design that I'm going to be using in my embossing folder. And I can see that this area here really looks the best. So that's the side I'm going to slide into my embossing folder. I'm going to go ahead and slide that in. There's a couple things you can do here. You can fold this to the back side. It's so thin it's not going to impede on the big shot when you're embossing. Or what you can do is you can come in and you can rip alongside. I've got my big shot platform here and I'm going to protect the bottom by putting a clear mat there, and I've got my embossing folder with my aluminum foil, and then I have another clear mat that goes over the top, and then we'll crank that through. We'll just go ahead and disassemble that, and look, you can see, isn't that neat? The possibilities are endless. Now let's talk a little bit about mounting this to the cardstock. I recommend cutting a piece of cardstock to the size that you're going to want to adhere this to. And as a tip, make sure that you're embossing a piece larger than what you're going to need so you have some room to work with it. So I'm going to go ahead and place this on the top, and then I'm going to flip this over. I'm just going to align this where I want it. My best piece of advice for you is to add adhesive around the outside edges, but you're going to want to be gentle, because if you push too hard, you're actually going to deboss the image, which means flatten it out from the front. What I like to do is add just a tiny bit to each area here. And of course, what you can do is use liquid glue if you prefer. So I've got that here and I'm going to lay that down. I'm pulling the edges tautly. So I'm going to turn this and I'm going to do the exact same thing here. Now these corners, all you have to do is just kind of bend them back so they don't hang off the side. And I'm going to come around to this edge now and I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure that you pull it tightly because you want it to look finished from the front. And then I'm going to tuck those in as well. And I've got my last little bit of area here. So I'm going to kind of turn those in like I would if I was gift wrapping, and then press those here. And I'm just going to tack that down in place. I prefer to layer it on top of another piece of cardstock. That's just a matter of preference. That's certainly not required. So let's talk a little bit about that as well. I'll flip this over. You can use your snail adhesive. It will work. It's going to pull it, but you can see it is sticky, so that will work. The other option, of course, is to use your tear and tape. So you can go ahead and place that down on top of here and then rip off what you don't need. Very important, you're going to need to burnish that paper down inside, and then I'm going to use my take your pick pickup tool with the paper piercing end to come up underneath it to remove the paper backing. And once you do that all the way around, then you're able to adhere that to your layer. Now I've got a completed card to show you with this technique, and it uses the brand new Occasions catalog stamp set called Geared Up Garage. It's one for the guys and I absolutely love it. Now I've got another card that I'm going to be sharing with you on Monday, so I encourage you to come back. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and do that now. Make sure you also click the bell icon that's next to it so that you'll receive notifications when I upload a new video or when I'm live. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you're interested in Stampin' Up! Supplies, I would be more than happy to send you a copy of the new Occasions catalog and the annual catalog. Just leave me a comment below. I'll also include a copy of the Celebration brochure. The items in this book are completely free with any $50 product order between now and March 31st. In addition to that, I offer exclusive and generous rewards to my online customers. You can find the details over on my blog. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you back here on Monday for another project using this technique. Have a great day.